Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Creative Hands by Shay. So today I am back with another video, and this time I'll be showing you how to make a shell stitch beanie. So I have one here which I previously made, and I made it in full burgundy, and this is what it looks like. It is very cute, and I put the Faux fur pom-pom on the top. So I use black because the black complements it well. So I use that color. So these are the materials that I have here. So I have my pom-pom. I will be using different color yarn to make this one on camera. So I'm using this color here. I have my 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I also have my 4.5. So I'll be using this one for the brim and this one for the body of the hat. I have my darning needle, my scissors, my measuring tape. So guys, the yarn that I will be using today is the Bernat Pop. This one has 280 yards, I believe. Yeah, 280 yards on it. And the recommended hook here is actually size 5, but I will be using these ones that I told you before. This color here is a Peacock Plum. So you can use any color of your choice. You can use multicolors as this one, or you can use solid color. So guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I hope that you will stay here with me. And to my regular viewers and subscribers, thank you so much guys. So let's jump in the video. So to begin, we will start off by making a slip knot, and you are going to insert your hook, wrap it around, and pull up a loop. You can make your slip knot however you feel comfortable making it, and you're going to pull down on your hook. Make sure that your hook is sliding through your yarn like this, and we are going to go ahead and chain 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now that we have our 9 chains here, we are going to be doing single crochets. So I normally work into the back loop because I always love working in the back, but today I'm going to change it up a little bit and work into the front part here. So you're going to skip this first chain here because this one is on the hook, and you're going to go in the second one, and you're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through. And that completes your first single crochet. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through. And you're going to continue doing that right down to the end. You should have a total of 8 stitches. So that's going on there. Now I'm at my last stitch. And now I have completed my first row here. So this will be the width of what your brim will look like. Now you're gonna chain 1 and turn your work. Now we will be working into the back loops. These loops here that is facing towards you, these are considered the front loop, and the one on this side here is considered the back loop. You are gonna spin your work over like this, and you are going to insert your hook into that first stitch there and make your single crochet. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through. And you're going to continue doing this right down to the end, and you should have a total of 8. So if you're having trouble in finding your last stitch, you can use a stitch marker so that you don't miss your stitch, because you want the brim of your hat to be on the same level, so you can't miss any stitches. So now that we are at the end, you're gonna make another one there. You're gonna turn your work, and if you notice this last stitch here is kind of crumpled in, so it will make it look like this one will be the last one, but technically the last one is right here. So you can go ahead and use your stitch marker to mark that stitch just like that, so you won't forget. So if you're a beginner crocheter, I would advise that you do that so that you don't you don't lose your stitch. And you're going to continue making rows until you get to your desired width. So you can measure it on your head, and make sure that when you're measuring, you don't measure fully to the exact width of your head, because this band will be very stretchy. So for a regular adult size, I will be making I will be doing 68 rows. If you're making it for a child size, you can make it 58 rows, or you can measure it on whoever head that you are making it for, or if you're making it for yourself, you can also measure it on yourself. So I'm just going to continue making my rows, and I'll be right back with you once I'm at my 68. So if you want to make a regular adult size, as I am making now, you can chain the, I'm saying chain. You can make the same amount of row that I am making. So I will meet you when I'm at my 68 rows. So now I have come to the end of making my 68 rows, and this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to do a measurement so you can see. So I'm just going to measure from here to here, and this is showing me that my work is measured 16.5 inches long. So make sure that you have your 68 rows if you're making the same size that I am making. And if yours does not measure 16.5, it means that your tension is a little bit tight. But you have some people crochet different. Some people crochet really tight, some people crochet really loose. So that if you don't get the exact same measurement as I did, you don't have to worry about it, as long as you have your 68 rows. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to be closing the hat up, or the brim I should say. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to insert my hook into this first stitch here, and I'm going to do a slip stitch, and I'm going to pull through. I'm going to chain one, and into the next stitch I am going to insert into both loops and into the next loop on the other side. And you're going to do slip stitches. So that's one, well actually two, because we did it in the first one before. And make sure that your slip stitches count 8 stitch. So I'm just going to continue doing that, and I'll meet you back up to the top here. So now I have come to the end of making my slip stitches up, and this is what it looks like so far. So it kind of look like these ones here, so it kind of blend in. So now what you're going to do is I did chain my one, so I'm just going to pull that out and show you. So you're going to chain one, and you're going to flip over your work, and this is the right side, so you can see how nicely sewed that is, and it looks exactly like these grooves here. So now what you're going to do is you are going to carry this tail end with you, and you're going to weave it in as you go along. So we are going to be making single crochets on top of each row, and since I have 68 rows, I will be making 68 single crochets. So I'm just going to go into the top part of the rows and make my single crochet. So that's my one there, and I'm just going to continue doing that right around until I get to back to this part here, and once I am there I will meet back up with you. So make sure when you're making your single crochets, don't pull on your yarn too tight, just kind of make it a little bit loose. Just like that. So I will meet you back here. So now I have come to the end of making my single crochets on top here. So moving forward, what you will do is you will make a slip stitch on top of your first single crochet there. Now that you have made a slip stitch, you're going to chain one, and into that same stitch you are going to make one single crochet. So now I have my single crochet there. You are going to skip 1, 2, and into the third stitch you are going to make a shell. So you're going to yarn over and you're going to put 5 double crochet in that space there, or in that stitch. So that's 3, 4, and 5. Now that you have made your 5 shells, you are going to skip 1, 2, and into the third one you're going to make a single crochet, and that will close off that first shell that you made. And now you're going to skip 1, 2, and go into the third one and make another shell. And basically this will be the sequence for row 2 to make the body of the hat. 3, 4, and 5. You're going to skip 1, 2, go into the third one and make a single crochet. Skip 2, go into the third one and make another shell. So you're going to continue doing this right around. Make sure when you're doing this, don't make your tension too tight, because you want your work to be nicely laid and your shells are nicely put together. So that's 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, single crochet. So this is what it looks like so far, and you're going to continue doing that right around, and I'll meet you at my last shell here and I'll show you what to do next. So now I have come back to where we started here, and I'm just going to close off my shell here. So I'm going to skip 1, 2, and into this one here I am going to make my single crochet, and that close off that shell. Now I have 1 stitch remaining there. We're going to skip over that stitch and go into our single crochet here and make a slip stitch. Now that we have made a slip stitch, we have completed row 2. Now moving forward, we are going to chain up 3. That's 1, 2, and 3, and into that same stitch we are going to make 1, 2 double crochet. So that chain 3 counts as 1, and then these 2 make it be 3 double crochet, and that is a part of our shell right there. Now we are going to skip 1, 2, and into this stitch here we are going to make a single crochet. So it's like a reverse that we'll be doing. So for the first row we did single crochet then shell. Now we will be doing shell and then single crochet. You're going to skip 2, 1, 2 into where we have our single crochet here. We're going to yarn over and we're going to make our shell. So it's like a 2 row repeat thing that you'll be doing to complete this hat. So you'll be repeating row 2 and row 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 1, 2, and single crochet on top of shell. Skip 2, 1, 2 into the single crochet here. You're going to make your next shell. skip 1, 2, and single crochet in the next. So this is what it looks like so far. So you're going to continue doing that same thing right around, and I'll meet you back here and I'll show you how to finish off this part. So now I am back to where I started here, and I have 3 stitches remaining. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to yarn over and into where we did our first 3 double crochet here, we are going to put 2 more double crochet into that same stitch. That's 1 and 2, and then we are going to slip stitch on top of our chain 3, and that close off this row here. So now moving on, you're going to chain up 1, and what we did into this row, we are going to do it into our 4th row. So this is our 1st row, 2nd row, 3rd row, and now our 4th row. So you will chain 1, go back into that same stitch and make a single crochet. Then you're going to skip 1, 2, so 1, 2, and into this stitch here we are going to make a shell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to skip 1, 2, and then single crochet on top here. Skip 2 and make a shell here. So all we're doing is repeating row 3 and row 2 and row 3 until you get to the desired length. So I'm just going to continue doing this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 2, 1, 2, going to the 3rd and make a single crochet. Skip 2, going to the 3rd and make another shell. So I'm going to continue doing this, and I'll meet you back at the end of this row, and I'll show you again how to do the other row. So now I am back to where we started off here, and I have 1, 2 stitch here, and I'm going to skip that and make my slip stitch into our into our single crochet here. So remember, we start off with our first row is started off with single crochet, then shell, single crochet, then shell, and then the second row is shell, then single crochet, then shell, then single crochet, and then this row we have we did single crochet, shell, single crochet, shell. Now we are going to do shell, then single crochet. So chain 3, yarn over, go back into that same stitch, pull up a loop, and make 2 double crochets. That's 1 and 2, and then we're going to skip 1, 2 and make a single crochet. So it's just a 2-row repeat. So what you did here, our next row will be single crochet, then shell. So you're going to continue doing this, skipping your 2, making your shell, until you reach to 8 inches long, and that 8 inches long, sorry, will be from here upward. And if you are doing the smaller size, which is the child size, you will stop at 7 inches long into, or height into the hat. So 1 2 3 4 5. So I'll put that on the screen so you don't forget. So continue repeating your rows until you get there, and I'll meet back up with you. So guys, now I am back to where we started here, and I'm doing my last row here, and I'm just gonna make my 2 double crochet to finish off. And a slip stitch on top of our chain 3. So now my rows are completed, and this is what it looks like so far. So I'm just going to do the measurement and show you. So I can just turn it like this. So from here to here it is measuring 8 inches long. So now what we will be doing is we will be doing some decreases. So we'll be closing up our hat now. So you are going to chain 1, go back into that same stitch and make your single crochet, and then you're going to 1 2 skip 2, and into this single crochet here you're going to yarn over, and you're going to make 3 double crochet. So before we did 5, we will be doing 3, and then skip 2 and go into the next one and do a single crochet. Skip 2, go into the next single crochet here and do only 3 double crochet. So this is our first decrease round, and you will continue doing that right around until you get back to here, and I will show you what to do next. So now I am back to where we started off, and I'm gonna skip these 2 single crochet there and do my slip stitch on top of our first single crochet there. Now that we have our single crochet, our slip stitch, we are going to go ahead and chain up 3, yarn over, go back into that same stitch and make 1 double crochet. You're going to skip this first stitch here, and you're going to make a single crochet into the next. You're going to skip this one, and into this one you're going to make 3 double crochet. So just explaining the front part again, when you get to your slip stitch here, you're going to chain up 3, and that chain 3 counts as our first double crochet. Then make 1 more double crochet in that same stitch, skip 1, single crochet in the next, skip 1, and then 3 double crochet in the next. Now you're going to skip 1 again, and you're going to do a single crochet. Skip 1, 3 double crochet in the next, skip 1, 1 single crochet in the next, skip 1, 3 double crochet in the next, skip 1, 1 single crochet, and you're going to continue doing that right around, and you will notice that the hat starts to come in. So I will see you at the end of this round, and I'll show you what to do next. So now we are back to where we started off, and we have 1 stitch here remaining. You are going to go ahead and insert your hook in on top of the chain 3 and make a slip stitch. Now that you have done so, you are going to chain 1, go back into that same stitch and make a single crochet. Now that you have made your single crochet, you're going to skip this stitch, and into the next one you're going to make a half double crochet. You're going to skip this stitch, into the next one you are going to make a single crochet. Skip this stitch, go into the next one, and you're going to make a half double crochet. Skip this stitch, go into the next one, and you're going to make a single crochet. So that's a sequence for this round of the crease. Skip this stitch, go into the next one here, and you're going to make a half double crochet. Skip this stitch, go into the next one, and you're going to make a single crochet. Skip this stitch, go into the next one, and make a half double crochet. So continue that same sequence right around, and you notice that the hat is closing up nicely. So continue doing that, and I'll see you at the end, and I'll show you what to do next. So now I am back to where we started here, and you're going to skip this stitch here, which is a double crochet, and you're going to go into single crochet and make a half double crochet. Now that you have done so, you're going to slip stitch on top of our first single crochet here, chain up one, and make one single crochet, make one single crochet into that same stitch. And you will notice that the hat has just this little part here remaining. So what we're going to do is we are going to go into each and every stitch around and make one single crochet. So continue doing that, making your one single crochet in each and every stitches around, and I'll meet back up with you and I'll show you how to close off the hat. So now I have come back to where we did our first single crochet there, and I am just going to go ahead and do a slip stitch and finish off there. So this is what the hat looks like so far. This is the front part of the hat, and this is the back. So what we're going to do now is we are going to have a long tail, and we are going to get our darning needle and close the top of the hat up. So what you're going to do is you are going to go into each stitches around, and so you're going to go into what I'm going to do is I am going to go into the front loops of each stitches around. So I'm just going to insert the needle like that, so into that first one, to this one, kind of going in and out, and you can just pull on the yarn as you go. So now that you pull on your hat there, then close that part up, you are just going to go ahead and use your needle and kind of sew the top together so that it stays. So insert your needle from this side, put it on this side here and come back through, and there is your hat all sewed up nicely. And this is what your hat should be looking like. So I'm just gonna find the back of the hat, which you can hardly see that is actually the back of the hat. And yeah, so this is where we had actually joined our hat previously. So if you don't want to put any pom-pom on top, you don't have to, but this is where you will actually put a pom-pom on the top of the hat if you are going to. So I have a pom-pom here which I'm going to install on the top of the hat here, and I really don't like to work into these because they're too stretchy and has the pom-pom dancing like this, and I really don't like that. So what I normally do is to go in, just kind of pick a part up into the pom-pom where I can actually pick up with the needle. So any part that feels not so hard to go through, I will feel for that part and I will put the needle through. And okay, so I found a part here and I just put it through like this. And kind of sew my pom-pom down. So I will go ahead and sew my pom-pom down off camera and I'll meet back with you. So guys, this is the end look of our hat. It is looking super cute and I love the color combination. It can be worn on this side or on the other side here. You don't even see where we actually join the hat, which is technically right here, but you're not even seeing that. So that is so seamless. So guys, I hope that you loved this tutorial and you were able to make one of your own. And again, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, tell me what you think, and until next time, bye.